If you have ever visited Norway, you know something feels different the moment you walk into a supermarket. The shelves are filled with things that look completely alien to the rest of the world. Foods that Norwegians eat every single day without thinking twice. Foods that make foreigners stop and stare and ask what on earth is that. Today we're looking at 15 foods that are completely normal in Norway but absolutely nowhere else. Some of them are delicious. Some of them are questionable. And a few of them, well, let's just say you need to be brave. If you are Norwegian, this video will make you proud. If you are not, prepare to have your mind blown. Let us get into it. Before we start, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are building the biggest community of Norway lovers on YouTube, and you do not want to miss what is coming next. Number 15, brunost. We have to start here. Brown cheese, the caramelized block of sweet and salty goodness that Norwegians put on everything. Bread, waffles, crackers. Some people even melt it into sauces. To foreigners, it looks like a block of fudge. The taste? Imagine if caramel and cheese had a baby. Some people love it instantly. Others need a few tries. But once it clicks, you are hooked forever. The most famous brand is Gudbrandsdal sauce, and Norwegians consume thousands of tons of it every year. Try telling a Norwegian that brunost is weird and watch their face. They genuinely cannot understand how the rest of the world survives without it. Number 14, caviar in a tube. Yes, caviar in a toothpaste tube. This bright pink paste is made from smoked cod roe, and Norwegians squeeze it onto bread, eggs, and pretty much anything that sits still long enough. Mills caviar has been around since the 1950s, and it is a breakfast staple in almost every Norwegian home. The taste is salty, smoky, and intensely fishy. Foreigners often look horrified when they see Norwegians casually squeezing fish paste onto their morning bread. But this is just a normal Tuesday in Norway. Number 13, Grandiosa frozen pizza. Here is where it gets interesting. In a country famous for salmon and traditional cuisine, the unofficial national dish is a frozen pizza. Grandiosa launched in 1980 and somehow became a cultural phenomenon. Norwegians consume over 25 million of these pizzas every year. That is almost 5 pizzas per person. In a survey, 20% of the population actually named Grandiosa as their national dish. The original version comes with tomato sauce, Jarlsberg cheese, bell peppers, and something mysteriously called pizza meat. Norwegians eat it with ketchup on top. Yes, ketchup on pizza, and they're not ashamed. Number 12, smalahove. Okay, deep breath. This one is not for the faint of heart. Smalahove is a traditional dish from Western Norway. It is a sheep head, the entire head, torched, salted, smoked, and boiled for hours, then served on a plate staring right at you. Traditionally, you eat the eyes first because they are considered the best part. The tongue and the cheek meat come next. This dish goes back centuries when Norwegians used every part of the animal to survive harsh winters. Today, it is mostly eaten around Christmas time in places like Voss. Tourists try it for the experience. Locals eat it because their grandparents did. Either way, you will never forget your first smalahove. Number 11, leverpastei. Back to something more approachable. Leverpastei is liver pate, and it is everywhere in Norway. Every supermarket, every fridge, every child's lunchbox. This smooth, spreadable paste comes in small containers or tubes, and Norwegians put it on bread from the moment they can chew solid food. It is mild, creamy, and somehow comforting in a way that is hard to explain. For many Norwegians, leverpastei triggers deep childhood memories. The taste of school lunches, Sunday mornings, home. Number 10, lutefisk. If you know anything about Norwegian food, you have heard of lutefisk. This is the dish that divides nations. Take dried cod, soak it in water, then soak it in lye. Yes, lye, the same chemical used to make soap. Then soak it in water again until it becomes a wobbly, gelatinous, translucent piece of fish. The smell is powerful. The texture is unlike anything else. Norwegians eat it at Christmas with bacon, peas, potatoes, and enough butter to forget what you're actually eating. Here's a funny thing. More lutefisk is consumed in the American Midwest than in Norway itself. Norwegian immigrants brought it over, and their descendants kept the tradition alive. In Norway, it is becoming rarer, but the debate about whether lutefisk is delicious or disgusting will never end. Number 9. Rakfisk. If lutefisk was not adventurous enough, Norway has rakfisk, fermented trout. The fish is salted and left to ferment for months, sometimes up to a year. The result is a pungent, powerful, intensely flavored fish that you eat raw, usually on flatbread with sour cream and onions. Rakfisk has its own festival in Norway. Thousands of people gather every year to celebrate this ancient food. The smell can clear a room, but the taste? Norwegians will tell you it is absolutely worth it. Number 8. Fårikål. This is Norway's official national dish. Not Grandiosa. Fårikål. It is mutton and cabbage. That is it. Slow cooked together with salt and black pepper. Nothing else. No herbs. No spices. Just meat and cabbage in a pot for hours until everything becomes soft and tender. Every year on the last Thursday of September, Norwegians celebrate Fårikål Day. It sounds simple because it is simple, but sometimes simple is exactly what you need when the weather turns cold and the nights grow long. Number 7. Pinnekjot. Christmas in Norway means pinnekjot for millions of families. These are salted and dried lamb ribs, steamed over birch sticks for hours until the meat falls off the bone. The preparation takes time. The ribs need to be soaked for days before cooking. But the result is rich, salty, deeply savory meat that pairs perfectly with potatoes, mashed rutabaga, and plenty of aquavit. In Western Norway, pinnekjot is Christmas. There is no debate. Other regions might eat rib or lutefisk, but the West stays loyal to their lamb. Number 6. Makrell i tomat. Mackerel in tomato sauce. From a can, eaten on bread. This might be the most Norwegian lunch that exists. You open the can, mash the fish with a fork, spread it on bread, and eat it like it is completely normal. Because in Norway, it is completely normal. The combination of oily fish and sweet tomato sauce sounds strange, but works surprisingly well. It is cheap, nutritious, and has been feeding Norwegian workers and students for generations. Number 5. Rib. While Western Norway eats pinnekjot, Eastern Norway gathers around rib on Christmas Eve. This is roast pork belly with crispy crackling that shatters when you bite into it. The secret is in the preparation. The skin must be scored perfectly. The salt must be just right. The oven temperature must be precise. Get it wrong and you have sad, chewy pork. Get it right and you have the centerpiece of Christmas dinner. Norwegians take their rib very seriously. Debates about the best technique can last for hours. Number 4. Kamler or rasballer. These are potato dumplings. Big, heavy, dense balls of grated potato mixed with flour and boiled until they become filling enough to power you through a Norwegian winter. Inside each dumpling is usually a piece of salted pork. You serve them with butter, bacon, and sometimes rutabaga. 1 or 2 is a meal. 3, and you might not move for hours. Different regions have different names. Kamler, rasballer, club, kumli. The recipe varies slightly, but the idea is the same. Carbs, meat, and warmth. Number 3. Salty licorice. This is not just Norwegian. All of Scandinavia shares this obsession. But Norway takes salty licorice very seriously. We are not talking about regular licorice. This is licorice loaded with ammonium chloride. The taste is intense, salty, and almost burns the back of your throat if you're not used to it. Foreigners usually hate it immediately. Their faces twist. They reach for water. Meanwhile, Norwegians pop these candies like they're nothing. Children grow up eating salty licorice and develop an immunity that lasts a lifetime. Number 2. Whale meat. This one is controversial internationally, but completely normal in Norway. Whale meat has been part of Norwegian cuisine for centuries, and it remains legal and available today. The taste is often compared to beef, but gamier. You can find it in restaurants, fish markets, and even some supermarkets. Norwegians eat it grilled as steaks or even raw. Outside of Norway, this is unthinkable. Inside Norway, it is just another option on the menu. Number 1. Taco Friday. Wait, tacos? How is that uniquely Norwegian? Here is the thing. Norwegians have turned Friday night tacos into a national institution. Not Mexican tacos, Norwegian tacos, with specific brand of shells, specific seasonings, and specific toppings that you will not find anywhere else. Every Friday, families across Norway gather for Takkekveld, taco night. The supermarkets know it. They stock extra supplies every Thursday. Studies show that Norway consumes more tacos per capita than any other European country. But these are not authentic Mexican tacos. These are uniquely Norwegian tacos. Hard shell from specific brands, mild spice mixes, sour cream, corn, cheese, maybe some pineapple if you're feeling wild. It is a beautiful example of how Norway takes something foreign and makes it completely their own. And honestly, it is one of the most Norwegian things that exists. And there you have it. 15 foods that are completely normal in Norway, but absolutely nowhere else. Did I miss your favorite? Is there a Norwegian food you think the world needs to know about? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one. And if this video made you hungry, curious, or maybe a little confused, share it with someone who needs to learn about Norwegian food culture. Hit subscribe if you have not already. New videos about Norwegian culture, history, and nostalgia are coming every week. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Ha det bra.